Hi, Michael. Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing, LisaRaye?
I am doing good. I feel good. I feel pretty. I feel like vibrant. It's early. I'm in my sunroom, so I feel like I could just give you all I got.
Well, as you see, I'm surrounded by stars, and they matching your background. Pink on pink.
Bam. Do you feel it? Do you feel it? Oh my God.
It's good vibes. It's like a little rose quartz going on. But like I said, first and foremost, I got to tell you that I've loved you for years. You were my first crush growing up. I've seen you in so many iconic roles. Players Club. I love you on Single Ladies.
Oh, thank you.
My girl.
Thank you. Thank you. When people give me that kind of compliment, I used to feel like, oh, I am old now. You know what I mean? But I'm marinated. I am older and I am iconic. I'm a legend now. I've been in the business for longer than 20 years. And so I'm like, well, yeah, that makes me bona fide. So I no longer take it and go, what you mean I'm an auntie? Because the millennials and people like you are coming up that is moving people out of the way saying, hey, I'm here. And now the attention is on you. So now you're sitting on the other side getting an opportunity to interview me. And I have an opportunity to be able to say and use your platform to be able to express what I need. So thank you.
No, thank you for everything that you do, all your contributions and everything. One of the things I really like about you is that you stand 10 toes down in whatever you feel or what you believe. This is who I am. I like me, and I'm not going to change what I think and how I feel simply because you don't like that. It's an opinion,
I feel that people really have to be a leader, especially now. And you have to be a leader sometime alone until you gather up the soldiers. They have to get the message that you are trying to, relay to them. And you can't be afraid to do that. Now, I do say some things that make me say, I have to come back and go, well, wait a minute, I didn't mean it like that. Or you put 20 on 10, so let me kind of correct it. And, I'm not above being corrected, stretching and growing myself, you know what I mean? So, we're all in this thing together and we're all learning. And especially now, we're such sensitive times where they're wanting to keep us so censored till when you say something outside the box or you say something that's really true, or you say something that somebody else wanted to say, but they didn't have the courage to say, then everybody's like, oh, I can't believe you said that. And it's like, come on, child, you wanted to say that a long time ago. I just said it before you.
Well, cancel culture is a very real thing. But one of the things about you being a leader is you know when to be vulnerable. We've seen you be very vulnerable on television. I watched you recently on Ayala Van Zant, Fix My Life, where you went on with your mother and your daughter, and they featured your granddaughter too. And I was amazed at like how much work you were willing to do, how much responsibility you're willing to accept in whatever trauma what was going on. Evolution is what I got from you.
Yeah, it's I always have this little saying that God has a funny way of putting you on your butt to put you on your knees.
That part.
And when you really get tired and you don't know what else to do or who else to turn to, you start searching. Your spirit start looking, you know what I mean, and seeking, and you want help. And so if you take your ego out of it because you really are tired of the position that you're in and you want to get out of that, you want a different way, you want to see it a different way, you want somebody to teach you, tell you, show you. It was me. I was like, I'm tired of this ride. I want off. Somebody help me. And when Iyanla said to me, you came to me. And it was like, you absolutely right. So you have my attention. And you have to do that because if I knew how to fix it, I wouldn't have went to go visit her in the first place. And I wouldn't have let the world know, but letting the world know, let them inside of what I've been going through, letting them know that I'm relatable, that I got issues and concerns and problems just like the next person. And sharing my story absolutely helped a lot of people. I got so many encouraging comments that was like, exactly. It was like, wow, I don't want that to happen with me. Or thank you for allowing me to see that so I can stop what could possibly be me and my family. Or that's me. I've been through that too. And this is what I've done. And that's how we learn.
Awesome. Let's talk ego and queens with cocktails because it's a lot of strong personalities on the show. How do you guys juggle ego and feelings and doing your job at the same time?
I think because we are all individually who we are and collectively that makes us the queens. That's why they hired us. And you have to stand tall in that position of knowing that Fox Soul made the decision to bring all four of us ladies together for our individuality and our separate opinions. And we play devil's advocate. Sometimes I'm like, well, what about this? And sometimes I just say it not because I feel it, but sometimes I say it to just give it the opposite side or to stand in someone else's shoes, But we never have a argument. You know what I mean? It's not that. It's just like you said, it's opinions of what it is you think. And here's the thing about having 4 different opinions. We will be able to get you, and you, because all of you don't think alike. So maybe you may think I'm right. You may think Syleena's right. You may think Claudia's right. You know what I mean? But we have 4 separate opinions. And I think that way we can all get everybody.
Well, I know, like you said, you guys don't really fight or squabble, but I know they did try to surprise you, for your birthday with your sister coming on. And you were like, let me tell you, I was like, oh no, LisaRaye.
Everybody was. You saw my girls, they was like,
oh, it was like, Vivica was like,
right. And I didn't really get it because I had an out of body experience when that happened.
But it was a shock to you. It was a huge shock. People don't understand how it is with family.
And I was hurt. I was hurt because it was some personal things going on. And so it was big sister, little sister. It was almost like, I dare you come on here and try to silence me because you thought that I wasn't going to say nothing. But, oh, you should know me better than that. You know what I mean? And it was like, I was trying to hold it. It was like, yeah, no, you know what I mean? It's like...
The words of my grandmother, you made me almost forget where I was.
I almost did. I had to pull back a little bit. If I even did that, I don't even think I did that. It was just like, don't do this. You know what I mean? And I was just so glad that it didn't go any further, that, the personal business, it can be TMI. You know what I mean? It wasn't everybody's business, the little stuff that, had happened. But it was enough for she and I to get our attention to say, we absolutely need to prioritize this. We need to talk more than what you thought last month or the month before that. But this is serious. And that's what it did.
LisaRaye, leave us with a quote to live by.
Unapologetically you. Love you. Be you.
I love that. And we love you. Thank you so much for all your work, being 20 years plus in the game. I'm looking forward to your next project and everything else you're going on.
I am too. I'm having a great time. This pandemic has been, half and half for everybody. You know what I mean? We've been growing, we've been searching, but I think that it has allowed us to sit back and understand where we are as a nation, where we are as people, and what we need to do. And that's spread more love and to uplift each other. So let's hope that we do that.
Amen and amen. From your lips to God's ears. God bless.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Always.